Homosexuals rallied downtown today for dignity, fairness, and justice. And despite a rebuke from Mayor Gerald Helmholtz, who refused to formally recognize the event, Grand Rapids' first Lesbian and Gay Pride Day went off without a hitch. Catherine Barrett has our report.
Now, therefore, let it be resolved that Sunday, June 19, 1988, shall be designated Lesbian and Gay Pride Day in Grand Rapids. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye! All those opposed? It is carried.
With or without Grand Rapids Mayor Gerald Helmholtz's seal of approval, a proclamation recognizing Gay Pride Week was read.
The gay community is very concerned about being recognized and noted that they're in desire and want to be recognized within the community, want to have their rights, and we feel that we're worthy of a proclamation from the mayor.
And with a gay and lesbian population comprising 10% of the Grand Rapids population by one estimate, they're bound to be recognized, if not by the mayor.
We're not very much different than anybody else. There are an enormous number of stereotypes, as there are in any situation with minorities. A lot of things that just aren't true.
Miriam Ben Shalom is a drill sergeant in the U.S. Army Reserve who at one time was ousted for being a lesbian. She fought that decision and challenged her right to re-enlist.
I think fighting discrimination is the most important job that we have in addition to fighting AIDS. I don't think that there's a person with AIDS who would not choose life if he or she could. I think we need to keep sight of the fact that it's not only AIDS, but our very lives here that we're dealing with.
From verbal threats to murder, a report from the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force says the incidence of anti-homosexual violence went up 42% last year. Ben Shalom says that's a low estimate. She believes there's been a nearly 350% increase.
The more people realize that there is no justification for violence, and the more we are willing to not remain silent, I think the less you will see this sort of thing.
While some participants today argued an event like this was a long time in coming to Grand Rapids, many argued it's better late than never.
As March Byington says, diversity makes a community, and we want them to feel good that they're part of that diversity.
In Grand Rapids, Catherine Barrett, Eyewitness News 13.
And here's what's happening around the world.
Lesbian and Gay Community Network held its first Gay Pride Day in Grand Rapids yesterday. This despite the fact that Grand Rapids Mayor Gerald Helmholtz refused to sign a proclamation recognizing the event. The celebration started at noon and wrapped up about 11 o'clock at the Monroe Center Amphitheater downtown. Members of the group say they're trying to send a message that their community has taxpayers and citizens.
The reality of it is, if you look at us as individuals and as people, you'll find that we do much the same thing that anybody else does. We are victims of rather intense hostility and oppression, and of course that affects us.
We have about 350 people here. That's 350 lesbian and gay men who feel comfortable celebrating in downtown Grand Rapids who they are, and we're very pleased.
Mayor Helmholtz says he wouldn't get involved in the event because homosexuality is too controversial. The event included a rally, speakers, and entertainment.